Greivis. Have you had a chance? Like, do you know anything yet about Kevin Willard? Have you asked anybody about him? Have you attempted to maybe make contact in any way? And what do you make of the future of the Maryland basketball program with Kevin Willard as coach?
Well, I finally see. Well, first of all, I saw Coach Manning last night. We were at this event for Westwood One, and I thank him for what a tremendous job taking leadership
Yeah,
at the toughest time of our program, and
no
you have
doubt.
to be thankful. Same thing. I want to thank Coach Sturgeon for what he has done for our program. I think you guys know me. It hurts when we don't see success in Maryland basketball, and I don't think it was really his fault. Uh, Coach Sturgeon is a great coach. He never match up the personality and the passion that Maryland needs. And what Gary, I mean, Gary plays a tremendous role, and I think we never really accepted him, and he really didn't accept us because it was never a balance, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all, and I think he done a tremendous job dealing with a lot, and it wasn't really his fault. But he got to take responsibility. I think he's a great man with a great family. Put a lot of NBA players,
Sure.
but we never won. We never won games that matter, and
Yep.
and and it was hard. It was painful for everybody. So I think you know, I take responsibility. I'm part of the University of Maryland. You have to take responsibility because you gotta hire somebody that match up the personality, the passion, that understand what it takes to coach Maryland, and you gotta put Gary Williams, the GOAT, the best coach I ever coached, in my opinion, the best school in the world, which is the University of Maryland. So I think Kevin Willard, in terms of passion, in terms of fire, he match up that for our school. So hopefully he does a good job. One thing they gotta do, and this is to everyone at school. We have to come back together. We have to bring everyone together again. Former players, everyone. I think they gotta get us more. They gotta get us more involved. And um, I know one of the assistant coaches, Tony Skin. He is a good friend of mine. He
Yeah.
he was trying to reach out to me, and I think we gotta figure out a way to make this about the school, and to be more unified, and understand that it's irritating not being in the tournament and not doing things proper for a basketball program. I think I wasn't really involved, but I'm gonna be more involved from now on. I mean, my alma mater means so much to me and my family, and put me in a situation where I can feed my kids, and help others. So I think Coach Wheeler has a tremendous responsibility, and we're all going to be watching. We wanna we there's no pressure at all, but we wanna have success. These coaches are getting paid to get a job done. You know what I mean? You get your job done, and get us back on top, get us back at the best level of basketball we can be, and get everyone involved. I think when you have that job, you have to fulfill your leadership, and you're getting paid for it. It's not like you're doing this for free. So
Right.
if you're getting paid for it, you have to be able to do the best job. And I went to Maryland a couple times. I know we're doing a lot of different things around the school, a lot of infrastructure. We're remodeling a lot of things on campus. But it's time for us to start winning some basketball games. And I say that because I care, and like I say, I take responsibility as well. I think I have to be more
Wow.
involved, and I have to go back more.
Wow.
And I think Coach Willer is the right man for the job. So hopefully he gets it done.
Boy, Maryland fans are going to love hearing you say that, Greivis Vasquez. They want to have you involved as much as they could possibly have you here. Let me, if I could, and I'll wrap with this. If is there any advice that you would have, for a new coach? You talk about the personality being a fit, but what does it take beyond that in order to succeed at a place like Maryland? You guys obviously, you want to share the ACC, and my God, I get chills when I think about the name Corey Lucius because what you guys could have done that year.
Oh my God! Don't
Yeah,
say that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But
I
like
just playing with you.
you know what it takes to succeed at a place like Maryland. What would you tell, Tony Skinn, David Cox, or Kevin Willard about what it's going to take to get Maryland basketball back to that place and to stay at that place and constantly succeeding?
You know, it's simple. It's very simple. Life is simple. You gotta keep it simple, man. You gotta know KYP. You gotta know your personnel. When I say KYP, I say what's Maryland, what's the University of Maryland, what's the personality, what is our identity, what is our DNA, and we are passionate. We're emotional. We express our emotion by playing basketball, playing football, playing soccer. One of the best soccer programs in the
No
nation.
question.
Always competed in football. In every sport, you're talking about hockey, lacrosse. We are a school that whenever anyone talk about us, they talk about fire. They talk about we care. We express a lot throughout our emotions, and first you have to match that. Second thing, you gotta do what you do best. That's what you're getting paid for. You gotta coach basketball. You gotta get a group of guys that can play well together and win some basketball games. You have to I will say plant the seed in terms of confidence. One thing that Coach Williams did at a high level, he made uh, players like C players, meaning like not really talented players or
Mm-hmm.
not really the high profile players, into NBA players.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And one of them is me. You talk about Steve Blake. You talk about Juan Dixon. You're talking about players that
Yeah, you
did
guys
an
weren't McDonald's
unbelievable,
All-Americans.
exactly, players that did an unbelievable job, taking advantage of the opportunity. I mean, if you're gonna bring the high-profile players, which is part of the game, it's part of your job, then make it play together as a team. Because one thing we did well my 4 years of school and previous of my 4 years, when you watch the history of Maryland basketball, we were a family. We were a team. And to me, that's the hashtag. We are family. If we act like it and we walk like it, I think we're gonna be fine. The biggest thing is, I don't think and I say this with a tremendous responsibility. In the last few years, I haven't seen my family being together.
Hmm.
Everyone is spread out. It's not connection between all of us. And like I say, I'm not making anyone responsible. I
Yep.
put myself first in the list. Like, everyone have to be together. Tough time don't last, but tough people do. So I thought we just don't doing a good job by being together, by keeping the family tie, by working hard in our relationship. And believe it or not, that's part of winning. Those little details are important. Bring everyone back. Get everyone involved. You know what I mean? We want to know what's going on. And I think we everything is so hidden, and we haven't really been involved on anything. No one really called me when, and I'm not saying that I'm expecting a call because I'm not the most
No, but
important
but
thing.
you're an important person, bro. You don't have to apologize for this. There should definitely be contact, man. Like, you want to have a highly successful as Len Elmore said to me, they never hire an assistant coach at Duke who's not an alum, right? Like, and it's
Man,
been
that's another thing. Yes, you're right. I mean, talking to John Shire,
right.
and you're talking to John Shire, a good friend of mine, competed against him. What a level of respect we have for each other. I mean, you're talking about like there's no one from Maryland out there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's no one like really with you know with Maryland blah. And like I say, it's just something for future reference. If we're not gonna be there, at least get us involved.
I
You know what I mean? And more so to be respectful, because you have to respect the game and you have to respect people. Let for this instant, for this moment, let's just have Coach Willard do what he does best. Let's give him an opportunity.
it,
And I'm willing. You know why? Because it's not about Greivis. It's not about Juan. It's not about Steve Blake. It's not about the former players. It's about the University of Maryland. It's about our basketball program. And that is the boss. So whatever our basketball programs need, that's what we have to do. And in order for us to do that, that's gonna help us to win games. That's gonna help us. I was telling coaches last night. I said I wish I can call again in Spanish for my alma mater
mm,
in English and in the Final Four. You know what I
mm,
mean? Like
mm.
I want to see. my team back. I mean, you know, I gotta do my part too, and that's why I say, like, hey, I'm willing. I'm willing to pay the price. I'm tired of like all through all these years, like everyone just being spread out, and bring us back, and bring us back together.
Brother, you got us ready to run through a brick wall right now, the way you're talking about this, man. You are fired up, and that passion is real. Oh, man, that is incredible. Greivis, is there anything else we can plug for you, man? You always have so many wonderful things that you're doing for your people, and I know how much you mean to everybody in Venezuela. Is there anything you got going on that we can plug for you besides tuning in tonight for the Spanish broadcast of the title game with Westwood One?
No, man. I mean, the biggest thing is, like, you know, I want Maryland back in the map. That's the biggest thing. I help a lot of my people. My people can wait right now. I want to be more involved with the school that uh, gave me a chance to be who I am as of right now, and that's the biggest thing to me. Like whenever I watch college basketball and working in the Final Four, just make me itchy of when I'm gonna see my school back here. Well, I mean, when is she gonna be again the Maryland basketball we always saw when you know back in those days and obviously, and I say this, and I'm gonna say it for the rest of my life until I die. I mean, Coach Williams, thank you. Gary was my kind of like my stepdad, and it still is. We still have contact. What he has done for the school. I mean, if you ask me, hopefully the directors and everyone on top understand that Coach Williams should be leading basketball, whether whether it's on the floor. No, he won't be able to do that right now, but off the floor,
Yeah.
you gotta keep him involved. You gotta help. You gotta give him the lead for him to make decisions. And to me, I'm sure you know like I am Gravis. I don't know whether he wants it or not, but I think if somebody should be making decisions, it should be Gary. You know
Um,
what I mean? Because he earned it,
I,
and we gotta respect that. Like I say, we need to see more people from Maryland sitting on that bench
would
and,
I be
and
remiss if
coaching our kids.
Gravis, I'd be remiss because a couple people brought it up. There is still another assistant spot that needs to be filled, and we know that you did dip your toe into coaching. Is that something you'd be interested in? Is it something that you'd want to do?
Well, like I'm almost honest and one face. I mean, I would love to, but if I don't get it, which I think I won't get it, not because I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not really. Uh, I don't really have the time as of right now because everything I'm doing.
Sure.
But at least a phone call, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
are
Let's
you
talk
willing to
about it.
coach?
Yeah.
I mean, are you willing? I think that's out of respect and everything I have done for my school. I think that's something that I don't think we're doing a good job, and we got to start from there. But like I say, I'm good friend with Tony Skin.
Yep.
I think Tony was trying to reach out to me. He spoke to a few friends, and I think knowing Tony, he's from the area. Play at George Mason. I mean, he's gonna bring that passion. I remember playing against him pickup games. So, but things have to be done right, and I think we haven't done things the right way. And that also that is not related with basketball. That's just making decisions, proper decisions, directing everything out off the court, and that's why it's hurting us. I mean, you gotta respect the game. You gotta respect people that was there, and I think by not counting on them or just just a simple phone call is just gonna hurt us. It's gonna you gotta be paying attention to little details, and I believe in that.
I,
I believe in that, and I say this with all respect. I mean, uh, what about Eric Hayes? What about Dino Gregory? What about Landon Mill? What about Sean Mosley? Those guys, get them involved.
I'm with
Or
you.
even Steve Lake, Juan Dixon. Man, maybe Juan didn't want to take a job because I know Juan maybe wanted to be a head coach, and rightfully so. You know, you have aspirations, and I understand the process and the filter and all that stuff, but keep us involved because we care about our school.
Gravis, I need you to apologize to the folks at Westwood One for me. I made you late to a meeting today, and I'm so sorry about that. But I just didn't want to stop you because you were fired up this morning, brother. It's always so good to catch up with you, and love to hear your passion, man. Let's chat again soon, and enjoy the title game tonight. Thank you for taking the time for us this morning.
No, no, thank you guys. Much love.
Appreciate you.